everybody, welcome back to IP Farms. Well, it's a little brisk this morning, in the 30s. We're going to warm up quite nice today, close to 70. Got the Love Muffin running, getting ready to crank the service truck up. Got surprise guests coming today. Mom and Dad are going to actually go with me. They're going to drive the service truck down. We got a lot of parts and pieces I stuffed in it, and usually I like to take it whenever I go out in the big truck and trailer. Just, you know, I got all my tools, air compressor, jacks, you know, whatever we might need. So gonna make a couple of stops today. On the way back, I'm gonna stop and get something farm related slash the Grange on Main. We're on that channel, and then we're gonna go over and see a buddy of mine, Zach, that we did the Ford video on. I'll throw a card up there here on that and pick up a couple of things from him. So it ought to be a pretty decent day. We'll get as much footage as we can and bring you along for it. So let's get on the road. Well, we're about 2 miles from the destination. I have to say, thank goodness, I think I've hit every cart path this side of the Mississippi. Lanes that really aren't big enough for the truck, much less the trailer too. But we're gonna get here. I'll see what kind of footage I can get him unloading, and I'm not sure what he's gonna try to do. He said he had loader tractors and stuff. He may just try to set them off, I don't know. Stay tuned. Well, as usual, we failed to get any footage, not because I didn't try. Didn't really want to be on camera, and I totally understand that. Had a lot of stuff there in the farmyard, so I can completely respect that. So you can see in the back here, the seeds and all the parts and goodies are gone. Now we're going to stop and get us a bundle of poles and go from there. So stay tuned. All right, we got the poles loaded up. It's a whole bundle. Definitely stay tuned. Nelson got a whole lot of holes to drill, so it worked out. Came right by this place. I'm gonna give them a shout out. Southern Outdoors here in Richfield, North Carolina. It is amazing. Amazing people to deal with. They had the best price around on these poles. Super nice. Let's see what Mom and Daddy's doing.
Hello.
Hey.
Daddy's not too happy with my service truck drivability. Says it wallers all over the road.
But it was beautiful scenery.
It was, wasn't it?
Yes.
And I could just ride along to that. What's wrong? It's just walk.
Yeah, it does follow the road quite a bit.
Beautiful day to do it too.
Well, they helped me out quite a bit coming down. We didn't have any trouble so far. We've got about maybe 45 minutes to an hour back. I'm gonna run on over and pick up the rest of the stuff, and they're gonna drop the service truck off. So say bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Well, we made it safely back. The poles are going to fall along the lines with the other channel, the Grange on Main. We've got to do quite a bit of perimeter fencing, electric gate, stuff like that. So definitely stay tuned for some action there. We just were right by the place today, so the wind's kicking up, overlooked that, but we got those home safely. These are the what they consider 4 to 5 inch, and they're 7 feet. We're going to be planting privacy trees as well. I'll explain that more on other channels as time goes along. So this will probably end up coming up once the trees get big enough. So 2 feet in the ground is going to be plenty because we're not keeping in any animals. And then we got a hay bed, 11 foot. I got this from Zach. We didn't get much footage over there. The wind was just awful. My phone's going off. But we're going to put this on my running gear that I use for the header cart, basically because other obligations this year didn't let me get the hay basket that I wanted, and we're going to have a whole lot more straw. And with that being said, him and his dad hooked me up with a Ford pull type rake. Needs a little bit of attention, but it's in very good shape considering. So that'll be a spare backup, could be the primary rake, just depends. I've learned a little bit more about raking, so I'm not as hesitant on using the pull behind versus the 3-point that I can pick up and jump windrows. But we'll get more footage of that as time goes along. Wasn't a whole lot today, guys. I know didn't get near the footage that I wanted to, but we left with a load of goodies and came home with a load of goodies. So let me get in here in the shop where the wind won't be so bad, and we'll probably just call this one good. I'm gonna head towards the house. We got the youngest daughter coming over, her and her husband, eat some supper, so I'm gonna get a shower, enjoy their company tonight. Kind of a rough ride today. I didn't get the poles where they needed to be on the trailer. We still don't have the wheels centered up, so once we added those on, it was a rough journey back. But mom and dad were a huge help today. I'm glad they went. Got them on camera. A lot of you ask about it. I just don't get quite as much of it as I usually do, just because I'm go cat go busy. But really enjoyed that. Dad's not fond of the service truck, the way it wanders all over the road, which I totally understand that. It does get under your skin quite a bit, but regardless, they were able to take the small parts and pieces in the truck and had it there if we had anything, go wrong. So I really appreciate that. Didn't get a whole lot of footage. I wanted to get some filming down there, but I totally understand when you ask somebody about it and they're kind of, standoffish a little bit. I didn't push it, so unfortunately we didn't get any of that. And then at Zach's, the wind just, bombarded. I was already a little bit aggravated too, because backing in his driveway, I backed up on a hill and tore my nice mud flap off, but worked out because he gave me a set, and I'll indulge you on that when the time comes. But we made a little trade on some new mud flaps for we'll help him haul some tractors down to the Southeast Old Thrashers Union this year. Ford is the manufacturer that is the show involved this year, for lack of a better word, so he's going to try to take quite a bit. So hopefully you guys will be interested in that. We'll get a video of that. That was not going to be till July. So got the hay bed. That'll go on the running gear that I have. Probably just put the headers on carts when I get those trailers down, not tie up that. Hopefully get the wife, or my dad to help me bale the straw this year, and I'll be able to pull, a regular hay wagon without sides behind the baler. And then we got the hay rake, a little bit of tinkering here or there. I think I can put that right to work, so that'll be perfect as far as a backup, or might use it more than the other, just have to wait and see. And the poles, of course, those are, like I said earlier, for the Grange on Main. We're going to do a perimeter fence, so stay tuned, coming up pretty quick on that actually. But it was a very productive day on the road all day. Took a load of goodies down, brought a load of goodies back. But we'll see what happens over the next couple of days, guys. So I really appreciate you following on the journey with me. Until then, thank you.